All right. So let's see. Where's your lesson sheet from last time? All right. So, what kind of exercises have you been working on?
Just one thing you showed me to do.
Okay. Did you practice in front of the mirror at all?
Yep.
All right. So what were you practicing in front of the mirror?
Getting my hands lined up.
Good. Okay. So let's work on some single stroke rolls to start with. So. Good. Your left hand is looking a lot better, but the right hand is still kind of looking like this. Good. Now straight up with the wrist. Good. Right. Try to get natural rebounds. But watch keep looking at your hand. So do you see, were you able to see when you're practicing when you start to do that?
A little.
Okay. So always practice in front of the mirror and watch your hand. Okay, so let's see it again. Hold it just like mine. Good, and we're going to have this kind of motion rather than this kind. There you go. Right, use a little more wrist, less arm. Good. Okay, see how you're going up and down now? It looks better that way. Right, and take a close look at your wrist. It's right on right now. Nope, yeah. Feel the difference? Okay. Perfect right there. See how your wrist is straight to your arm? Sometimes you start doing this, and that's causing you to go like this kind of angle. So make sure when you're playing that it's always straight with the hand. Okay? Good, now let's alternate again. So your wrists are starting to look better now. Now what I want you to think is, pretend that the tips of the sticks are bouncy balls, okay? So it's like you're throwing it down, and it's going to fly back up on its own. Right, so just try dropping it and let it come back up. Yeah. Good. So you don't have to make it come up, it just goes, and your wrist follows. It's called natural rebound. And keep looking at your wrist. Make sure you're going straight up and down, no funny movements. Right. Okay, let's try alternating with the other hand. Oh, let's just try that hand for a second.
This hand?
Yeah, your left hand. Okay, now just throw it down and let it fly back up. Good. So, if you let it go completely, it would just go flying back, right? So let it go flying back. Just pretending you're throwing a bouncy ball in there, and it's going to go bam, like that. Good. But make sure that you throw it directly down so it comes straight back up. Because just like a bouncy ball, if you throw it at an angle, it's going to go off, right? But if you throw it straight down, it's going to come right back up. You're getting there. Just keep watching your hands and see what you're doing. Right, that's how it should look right there. Okay, so let's try alternating again. Try to get the natural rebound. You want to get even more rebound. Just think you're throwing in, it's going to fly back up. Good. Oh, okay, so do you remember paradiddles?
What?
Do you remember doubles?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. I'll take
Oh,
out this
now I
sheet.
remember it.
Yeah, okay. Let's try the doubles first. Okay, so right, left. Good. Okay, keep an eye on your wrist. Make sure they're not doing anything funny. Whoop.
I know.
Good. Right, left. Can you see yourself in that mirror? Make sure that you go straight up. Yeah. See, it helps to watch in the mirror. So have you been practicing in front of the mirror, Tom? Okay. Keep doing that. Okay, so on the count of 4, we're going to switch to paradiddles. 1, 2, ready, go. Left, right, right, left, right, left, left. Paradiddles?
Yeah, I know that.
Okay, so right, left, right, right, left, right, left, right. Let's try that. Right, left, right, right, left, right, left. Okay, so you're getting it right now. So watch your hands, because you're starting to forget about how they should look. A lot of stuff to think about, but you're getting there. Keep watching yourself in the mirror. Right. Your wrists are starting to look straight now, so that's good.
Oh, shoot.
It's alright, just hop back in. Good. Okay, so they're starting to look better. So, you remember what these are called? The single stroke and the long stroke? What are those called?
That one was the paradiddle.
Right. But what are all these? I'll give you a hint.
Eighth notes. No.
There? You read that?
Mm-mm.
Rudiments.
Okay.
These are the rudiments, okay? So you need to practice about 15 minutes of these a day in front of the mirror. And this is a great exercise for watching your hands. So you already got the sticking now, so just watch yourself in the mirror and make sure that it looks just like this. Straight wrists and the natural rebound, okay? Those are the two things you need to think about. Alright, so let's move on to the book. Right here. Okay, so tell me what you've been working on, what page it was.
It was page 6.
Page 6. Coordinates and agents. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Alright. So these 2 pages and this page, right?
No.
No, not that page, yeah, that's right. Okay. Okay, so tell me again how we're going to count this.
1 and 2 and.
Right. It's the 2, because it's in 2/4. Alright. Anything messing you up when you're practicing this?
Nope.
You understand it pretty well? Okay, let's see if we can read through it now. So we'll just count as we play. Okay? So 1 and 2, ready, and go. And 1 and 2, and count out loud. And 1 and 2, and 1 and 2, and 1, 2, and 1 and 2, and 1 and 2, and 1 and 2, and 1, 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 and 2, 1, and 2, and 1, and 2, 1, and 2, and 1, and 2, and 1, and 2, 1, and 2, and 1, and 2, and 1, and 2, and 1, and count louder, 1, and 2, 1, and 2, and 1, and 2, and 1, and 2, and 1, and 2, and
I lost
okay.
where we were.
Okay, it's alright. Right about in here. Okay, so try to keep counting as loud as you can, and just try to keep your eyes on the music, because once you take them off, sometimes it's hard to get back into it. Okay? It's all looking pretty good so far. When you don't count as much, that's when you start to make mistakes. So keep counting for the first 6 months. You're always going to count out loud, okay? Alright, start from there. 1 and 2. Ready, and go. And 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. 1 and 2 and 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 1 and 2 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. Good. Okay, so the most important thing when you're reading something is not to stop, okay? You did a pretty good job. But I kept you going, so we're going to see if you can do it by yourself, okay? So let's see if you can do this page, and see if you can make it all the way to the bottom.
Oh my gosh.
So if you mess up, just keep counting, and then keep moving your eyes, and you'll catch up, okay? Let's see how far we can get on this. Okay, but what time signature is this one in?
4, 4.
Right, so how do we count that?
1 and 2 and 3 and 4.
Good, alright. So I'll count you off. 1 and 2, ready, and go. And alright, let's start fresh, okay? So what's the first one? Alright, okay. 1, 2, and ready, and go. And
1 and 2 and oh
it's alright, you're almost there. You're just freaking out. Let's try it again. 1 and 2 and ready, and go. And 1 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 1 and 2
Oh, shoot.
and
Can we
3
start again?
and 4. Keep going. And
Where?
1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. Keep counting. 4 and 1 2 and 3 and 4 1 and 2 and 3 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Keep going. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Keep going. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. Good, I'll stop you there. Okay, so it's hard, isn't it?
Yeah.
So when you're playing music in a band and when you're in band next year, you're not gonna be able to stop. The conductor's not gonna let you stop. So you have to work on reading this and going all the way through. Because you can play all these individually, so now you just have to keep them going. Okay, so it's hard. Anything throwing you off here? It's kind of weird how they notate it sometimes with all the eighth note rests. But you understand how these work, right? Okay. You have any questions about these?
No.
Alright, let's move on to our next lesson. But you have to keep working on these 2 pages next week. You're getting there, but I think we're ready to start doing some of these too. So what are these?
16th notes.
Right. You know how to count these yet?
Nope.
Alright, so these are really similar to eighth notes. We're still going to keep the 1 and 2 ands. Okay, this is how we count it.
Okay.
So it's going to be 1 E. Okay. Kind of hard to read with this line here. Okay. So it goes 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and all right. So the eighth notes stay the same. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Right? So we just add in these notes in between. So E and because those go on really nicely, so it's easy to keep going. So let's try counting this. Okay, so 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and good. Okay. Okay, so you know what these are, right? Tell me what those are.
Quarter rest.
Good. Okay, and what's that?
8th rest.
And so what's this?
16th rest.
Right. So 16th note rest is just like the 8th note, but we get an extra little 1. Just like how we get an extra line right here. Okay, so let's try reading this. What time signature is this one in?
3, 4.
Right. Okay, so let's just try counting 3, 4 for a second. Okay. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E. Okay, good. Now let's just try playing the 16th notes with it. Okay? So let's take the first bar. Ready and go. And 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and oh, so we're in 3, right? So what's after 3?
Oh, 1.
1. We're gonna go back to 1. All right. So let's try playing this bar. So go E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and good. You understand how that works? All right. Now let's try playing this whole top line because that's all it's made up of. So ready and go. And 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E. Okay, keep going. 1 E and 2 E and 3 and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 1 E. 2 E and 3 E, 1 E and 2 and 3 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and good. 2 E and 3 E and 1. Okay, good. Okay, so now we got something new, these 16th note rests, okay? So I'm going to write out above how you, actually, why don't you tell me, where does this lie?
That lies on E.
Right, of what beat?
3. 3.
Right. Okay. How about here?
The E of 2.
Right. And this one?
E of 3.
Okay, so we're going to rest on 2 and 3. So don't be thrown by that. Where does this rest occur?
The of 1.
Good. Okay. And where is this note?
That is on the 1 also.
Good. Okay. What is this note?
2.
Mm-hmm. So that one. Okay, so that's basically it. Oh, one more. This one. Where's that?
That is on the note, you mean?
Mm-hmm.
That would be on the 3, or, and of 1.
Right. Somewhere there. Alright, so let's try taking it from, right there. So red, E, and go, E, and 1, E, and 2, E, and 3, and 1, E, and 2, E, and 3, E, and 1, E, and 2, E, and 3, E, and 1, E, and 2, E, and 3, E, and 1, E, and 2, and 3, and 1. Good, okay, I'll stop you there. So you're understanding this pretty well. Okay, so one more thing on this page. That looks scary, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go through this one at a time. Where's this note?
That one?
Mm-hmm.
That would be the E of 1.
Right, so I'll go and write everything. So E of 1. And, right, where's this note?
Oh.
Right. This one?
E.
Mm-hmm. This one?
Oh.
This one?
E.
Alright. Okay, and where's that note?
That would be the and of 3.
Mm-hmm. Look closer.
Hmm?
Understand? What is that right there?
That's 3.
Right, and what kind of rest is that?
16.
Mm-hmm. So where's the next note?
E.
E, right, of what?
Oh, I thought you meant the rest.
No, no. Alright, so let's try from right there, so you understand it.
Right there?
Mm-hmm. And we'll see if we can just make it through these 2 bars. So red, D, and go, E, and 1, E, and 2, E, and 3, E, and 1, E, and 2, E, and 3, E, and 1. Okay, good. So it's kind of weird because you're putting all the E's and That's, but you'll get used to that. So why don't you try it again with that from those 2 bars right there.
Right there?
Mm-hmm. Red, D, and go, E, and 1, E, and 2, and 3, E, and 4. Ooh.
Oh.
Okay, hold on. Okay, so you need to count out loud. We'll go a little slower. So it's going to be an E, alright?
Right there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Red, D, and count, E, and 1, E, and 2, E, and 3, E, and 1, E, and 2, E, and 3, E, and 1. 2, 4, 1. Good. Oh, I didn't tell you to go on, but that's good, okay. Alright, so you're understanding that, so now we need to go on next week. So, a lot of rest here. So what I want you to do is go through and write in, anytime there's a weird rest, I want you to write in what I did here. So, you're going to write in what to count. Okay? You got any questions about that? Okay, so I want you to continue page 9. And then start looking at page 10. Page 10 should keep you busy. So writing what you need to do. And
What?
anything you don't
That's
understand?
dotted quarters. What's that?
Oh, we haven't gotten to
Mm-mm.
towards it. Okay. Just do page 9. We'll get to dotted next week.
Okay.
We're doing good. So the most important thing this week is I want you to look at your hands in the mirror. And what are you going to look for when you practice?
Making sure my wrists are straight.
Let me see straight wrists. Good. Okay. And what's the one other thing? The main thing.
Like keeping them straight, not going off. And natural
Okay.
rebounds.
There you go. So 3 things. Keep in mind all 3 of those things. All right? Any questions about any of those?
No.
All right. You're done. So I'll see you next week.